It's the autumn of 2013, October 19th to be precise, and we are located at Green Spring, West Virginia, on the CSX Cumberland Subdivision at sunset. Here we are going to observe not only the train activity, but two original B&O features in this railroad landscape that have been consumed by time and the history books. The approaching eastbound peaks around the turn after hearing its melodious echoes in the Potomac River Valley, east of Cumberland, Maryland. This train will be making a set-off at Koppers tie treatment plant here on the siding at Green Spring. As the train approaches in the autumn sunset, we see piles of railroad cross ties in the Koppers yard. This is one of the features in this railroad landscape, originally opened by the B&O, that is now gone. The engineer has a clear on the old B&O Color Position Light signals, the other feature on this right-of-way that is now gone as well. However, slows his train to drop the conductor off at the siding switch to facilitate the move. The conductor dismounts and crosses the mains to retrieve a brake stick at the interlocking, and the engineer notches out and proceeds forward. As the train proceeds, we see the enormous amount of untreated railroad cross ties in the yard. These timbers are stacked in the yard to air season for months prior to being treated with creosote. This cross-tie treatment plant is operated by Koppers and sits on 96 acres. Originally built by the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad in 1913, with an annual production capacity of 1 million cross ties, Koppers acquired this operation in 1989. Sadly, in 2015, Koppers discontinued operations in this location.
Switches are line, derails off, you're good for 60 cars. Alright, switches line for your number one, 60 cars back, here we go. Derail. Roger.
We've relocated on the inside of the Y to the South Branch Valley Railroad off the CSX main as we see the crew make the shove into the siding. These gondolas were specifically modified by CSX for hauling railroad cross ties, outfitting the cars with racking on each side, and the GE locomotives sound great as they shove back. As the crew uncouples from the cut of empties, a westbound vehicle train passes. The end of the rack train passes and reveals the crew switching back onto the main, still operating with a clear eastbound signal on the endangered B&O CPLs. After sundown, now in blue hour, we see the conductor line and lock the siding switch to its normal position and return the brake stick as the signals shine bright. We are happy to have captured these signals, which were antiques from the original B&O Railroad and provide individual character to this line in the Potomac Valley. They have since been replaced with modern signals, allowing the operation of PTC. Now with this cut of specialized tie service gondolas tied down on the siding, the crew has communicated with the dispatcher and has clearance to proceed westbound back to the yard in Cumberland. Note the clear eastbound signal has been dropped to red. The crew throttles up and pulls west, making noise past the cut, as we hear the cackles from witches at a Halloween haunted house behind us. The light fades into a royal blue as the power drifts back to Cumberland. So fitting for a conclusion of an incredible scene of CSX railroading leading into Cumberland on the old B&O.